What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, of course, we're going to talk about ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica. You love to see it, guys. We are seeing a wonderful recovery. Now, again, I don't want to get too excited, but I can't keep the smile off my face because, seeing this throughout the workday today, it was just wonderful to see it recover so well and hold up, almost back to $1. So over the last 5 days, we saw Zomedica pull all the way back to 75 cents a share. For anybody that has conviction in the stock and was able to pounce off of this pullback and decided to buy in, you saw some substantial gains. 23 with the after hours, almost 27% gains in the last couple days here. Not even a couple days, just the last 24 hours or so between market open yesterday and market close today on Thursday, April 22nd. Now, remember, guys, my channel is not for financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. Rather, I try to put you guys on the plays that I am in. So before I continue on to talk about Zomedica and talk about something that I think is going to be pretty interesting and eye-opening for everybody, I do want to mention, get your 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 with Webull. Let me make my screen a little smaller so you guys can see a little better. But as you can see here, Webull does offer 2 free stocks, 1 free stock for opening an account with their brokerage. And I always mention, at least give it a chance. By depositing or just opening an account, you get a stock between $2.50 and $250. Then you get a second free stock when you deposit your first $100 with Webull. That's valued between $8 and $1,600. So at the very least, you can get $10.50, and at the highest, you can get $1,850 altogether. So get your free money, folks, because you know me, I like to give you guys opportunities. And of course, it does help out the channel. I get a free stock as well. So I'll be transparent there. Also, go ahead and check out the link below for Blockfi. Cryptocurrencies are on a surge. So you get up to $250 worth of free Bitcoin when you sign up for Blockfi and, go into, they have their different deposit amounts and how much BTC or Bitcoin payout you get. Get your free money. Don't let the opportunity pass. All right, back to Zomedica. So, ticker symbol ZOM. Today, overall, up about 14% on the day. Now, I know a lot of the penny stock plays that we're in, let's not get overly excited. But again, they are doing very, very well, and we're seeing a lot more money coming back. So I know people are talking about how the short seller calls they're now covered. Again, a lot of the paper handlers are leaving the play, so we're seeing more of the diamond hands, new investors coming back in. And the big thing that I want to touch on today, outside of the technicals, is the institutional buy-in. Guys, big institutions are buying into Zomedica, right? We're seeing all these reports coming in, and you could see $11,000, $33,000, $39,000, $27,000. All these big institutions, all the way from Schwab, Total Stock Market Index Fund, right? Charles Schwab, if you know what that is, go do some research because that's one of the biggest ones. We know that Vanguard, right? Vanguard Institutional Total Stock Market Index Fund, institutional shares, they have a pretty decent stake in Zomedica. So you could see all these different ones. Blackstone, of course, that's from March, but just here in April, the last month, pouncing off of this pullback. So we should be only doing the same if we believe in this company long term. Now, of course, there's no news. So what does that mean? As fast as it's pulling right back up, there is potential for a pullback. That's very possible because there's no news. But in anticipation and because of the very attractive pricing that we are seeing, a lot more people are entering into Zomedica. So I don't want you to fall behind. If you're someone that believes in this company and you have not established a position, let's look at the good strike prices or the technical analysis. We've talked about the 89-cent support line, right? You guys know I'm transparent. I showed my position in a previous video, maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, that I bought in right when it hit at 89 cents. I had a limit buy order at 89 cents, and I bought in more shares. So as soon as it pulled back to 89 cents, unfortunately we saw it pull back even further, but as soon as it did that, now it looks like it's bouncing off of that. And today, look at the basic technicals just from the 1-day chart. Today it looks like, again, it did pull back to about 89 cents, guys. And guess what happened? It bounced right off of that, up 10, 11%. 99 cents at its high, pretty much broke $1, but it's pulled back a little bit since, about 4%. But regardless, I am very happy with the price action that we saw today with Zomedica. So, strike prices. And again, lots of uncertainty. There's some fear in the market, some doubt as well. So again, there is potential for a pullback, and I want you to be prepared when a pullback does occur. So for support lines, 89 cents. If it pulls back, we know we're pretty comfortable knowing that that is a very strong support. And so we know support lines make good entry points for stocks. So instead of just rushing in following the hype, wait potentially for a pullback, or even think about, considering dollar cost averaging down. So if you want to enter now, maybe not with all your money all at once, rather, or the money that you're willing to invest in Zomedica, right? Should it be more than 10% of your portfolio? Never ever have a penny stock control more than 10% of your portfolio, right? Or penny stocks as an entirety. Have your portfolio as a majority have very long-term, big, strong companies that tend to perform pretty well overall, but have speculative plays in there as well. Because I always mention this in my videos, Warren Buffett said it best. If you can go back in time, he would invest in more speculative plays because those are the ones that have way more potential for growth. And he named things like Amazon, Netflix, Apple, etc. So again, those companies back in the day were penny stocks, but look where they are now. So for support lines, again, 89 cents, $1.18 is a resistance point. So if we break through 118, know that would be a good entry point to get in. If it goes up that high, and then at 65 cents, that's the best entry point you can get at right now. But is it going to pull back again? We don't know. But be prepared if that does occur, folks. Be prepared. So institutions are loading up. These are the people that have been in the game for a lot longer than you and I have. These aren't retail investors, guys. These are the folks that know the market like the back of their hand. They study this thing day in and day out. Myself, I'm a pharmacist, so I do like pharmaceutical companies. Even if they're speculative, I like to put my money to them thinking, hey, in the future, if they complete their phase 3 clinical trials, if they complete and have very successful trials, they are going to do well long term, and that's why I invest in them. Or if they have diagnostic tools that have, pretty strong potential, I'll buy in, although it is maybe considered a speculative play. So, quick recap. So Zomedica's price action, fantastic today. We're hoping that it's continued. If it hopefully tomorrow continues to have this rally, then we're going to potentially see it break $1. And if it does, I think we're going to see more and more people, and we're going to break through that $1.18 resistance, and the bulls are going to come out. Because now, again, a lot of those short sellers are out of here. So if we look at Zomedica stock news, I really like this article from this morning. I actually read it earlier when I was, on a break from work. But if you scroll down, it had some quotes from some of the people that are on StockTwits. So interestingly enough, you can see some of these quotes here from this Investor Place article, which I actually really liked. Zomedica, once Corvo settles the lawsuit, so that Corvo, that's one of the people who work with the Zomedica's TruePharma diagnostic tool, like they have plenty of other technological infringement occasions, we are going to skyrocket. Heska is using the law system as a tactic to stall their competitor, Corvo. I might not be pronouncing that right, so my apologies. All in all, they are just butthurt. Just a quote there. Zomedica, very clear reversal pattern. Correction is done. Wait for 250 next week. Pretty bullish there. Shout out Emerson. Zomedica, and maybe I should have mentioned this earlier. Vanguard added this company to one or more of their ETFs. Gotta follow institutional money. We talked about that on Fentel.io, and I hold by that strong. Zomedica, buying here, I believe we have set a bottom. So could 75 cents truly be a bottom? Or if it pulled back more than that in the pre-market, it might have. Could that be the bottom? Guys, I really hope so. Zomedica paper hands weeded out, shorts covering, diamond hands holding, equals good. So we saw it. The price action has been very, very good. It's going to be pretty attractive for people who are interested in following the hype. But remember, the big thing I want to talk about today in my video is this thing that we call the life cycle of a stock. So I want to quickly cover that just to make sure people are all aware. And let's see here. Let's see if I can pop it up quick. It's actually an image that I have on my PC. Let's see. I might have some trouble actually finding it. Pardon me here. Okay. Anywho, I'm just going to use Zomedica as a basically as a gauge, so you can just follow along if you can. So if we look at the 6-month chart of Zomedica, right, from the left hand side, we see it started to take off, right? It started to take off. We saw things like media coverage, it might have been, it's the hype is now around, and then we see a little bit of a bear trap, right? Bear trap, and this is the first sell-off that we really saw, a major sell-off, ever since its hype started. And then more media attention, more enthusiasm, more public. The stock is now becoming more public. Greed is starting to come about. Delusions. People are becoming a little bit more delusional and saying, hey, this is going to the moon. New paradigm, right? This is true pharma is going to be the one and only. We love it. And then we see some denial. People start denying the product. Things start to return to, start heading towards the normal. What is the normal? And then we see maybe, okay, this could potentially recover. And then nope, more fear, capitulation, returning closer to the estimated moving average or the mean, and then maybe more despair, fear, uncertainty, doubt, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's kind of the life cycle of a stock. And guess what? It's going to start going again. The takeoff phase can happen at any moment. It can start taking off right again. Same thing. Right? People have that euphoric feeling. Greed is going to come about. And I just want to make sure everyone understands that this is the typical life cycle of a stock, right? Yes, big media attention is important for a lot of these stocks. And we saw, what happened, right? Sain himself, he's the one who said Zomedica is going to the floor. And as soon as he stated that, he said we need to reassess this play in the future. That caused a lot of people to paper hand out of it. And that was right around that $2 mark or so. And then we saw a huge sell-off. And then one person selling, another person sells, and then we just see this whole snowball effect, and it just rolls. And then boom, we see it, bottom out. And it really did. Zomedica pulled back heavily, but now I am very, very excited to see what happens tomorrow. Let's keep at it. Don't get overly excited, right? We don't want to be delusional. Let's see what happens. Let's be careful. We know what the strike prices are. I rewind the video, find where you're most comfortable getting in. But I just wanted to give you guys a very good update because, again, we're here on the bad days. But we'll talk about Zomedica on its fantastic days like yesterday and today. Let's keep it going for tomorrow. Keep the energy up. And until next time, everybody, keep investing.